one of the things that I think my mom channeled, although I'm not sure she would say she was Confucius, way back, used to say that the greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. So my mom put it in her words, you fall down, you kind of lick your wounds, but then you get up, dust yourself off, and keep on going. But it's not just about surviving. It's also about thriving. And I think one of the first things that I talk about in my work is knowing yourself. You're with yourself 24/7, so you might as well have a good relationship with yourself. But do you really know yourself? Do you know your values? Do you know your triggers? Do you know your strengths? Do you know what you're happy doing, your passions? Those are all very important things to resilience, because if you haven't really discovered who you are and what makes you tick, then you really it's just harder when something does kind of smack you upside the head to recover and to learn. I think another very important point of resilience is to reframe failure. In our culture and in a lot of cultures, failure is looked at as a real negative, and it's almost like something that's your fault, or that you brought on. But in reality, I believe failure is an opportunity to learn. It's an opportunity to get creative, to figure out the problem. I lived in Brazil for 5 years, and they have this expression called "dar jeitinho." And what it basically means is just figure it out. There's always a way. There's more than one pathway through something or to handle something. And what you need to do in life is just figure it out. Figure out a way around an obstacle. Figure out a way over a barrier, but that you can be creative about it. And also, failure is a time for growth. This is where several of our speakers have said, you learn about yourself a lot when something goes wrong. When we're on autopilot and kind of going through life, sometimes we just don't pay attention to some of the messages that we should be learning. But when you're challenged, that's when you really do learn about yourself. I use this quote often. I've used it in my classrooms. I've used it when I was teaching.